This video is to review Discovery Part 1. So question number 1 asks you, what is the probability a randomly selected person is male or attends church once a week? So we know or, it could be helpful to draw a Venn diagram. And or would capture both categories. So it'd capture both male and people who attend church once a week. So we're going to color in everything. And on the two-way table, we can see that to find the total of males or attend church, we're going to have to add. This word or is always going to mean to add together probabilities to get the total. So I took the 135, which comes directly from the total males. And then I took the 184, which comes directly from the people who attend church once a week. It's the 184. So I can add those two totals together. The one thing that you'll notice is there is an overlap between these two categories, which is people who are male and attend church once a week. So this 91 is actually going to cause us a problem because the 91, remember when we add this way, the 91 is included in the 135. And when we add vertically, the 91 is also included in the 184. So the problem is when we add these two numbers, we're actually counting this intersection twice. So when I refer to the intersection, I'm referring to this 91. So you actually always have to subtract the intersection when you're adding up probabilities because you don't want to count that 91 two times. So adding these two, I'm subtracting the 91, I get 228, and then I take the 228 and I put it over, to get the probability, I put it over the total of everyone in the table. The overall total, which is 281. So I'm going to repeat that again for question 2. Once a week. Because I see the word or, and I'm going to be adding up two different totals to get like kind of the inclusive union is another word that you'll see. So a randomly selected person is female or attends church once a week. That means I'm going to be adding up the total females. So looking at the total females, 146, or attends church once a week. So I'm going to be adding up everyone who attends church once a week, which is again going to be this 184. So here I'm going to add up 146 plus 184, but then at the end I can't forget to subtract the intersection. In this case, the intersection between female and once a week happens at this 93. So I'm going to subtract the intersection of these two events, which is 93. And in my calculator, I will get 237. Alright, so at this point, I encourage you to pause and try 3 on your own, and then play the video to check your work. Okay, what's the probability a randomly selected person is male or does not attend church? So again, I'm looking at this category of male. So I'm adding the total of 135, but now I'm going to add it with everyone who does not attend church. So I'm looking at that intersection of males who do not attend church or do not attend 7 and the 135, but then I'm going to have to subtract the intersection of the 44. So it's going to be 97 plus 135 minus 44 to get my total of 188. And for 2 and 3, to get my final probability, I'm going to be putting these totals over the total of the whole table of everyone who is included. So I'm going to do 237 over the total 281. And we'll be precise here. I'm finding the probability of female or church is going to be 237 over 281. Which is, if I round it, 0.84. And then again for 3, it's going to be that total 188 over 281. 0.67. And that's the probability male or no church. All right, so moving on to the next part of the discovery. For 4 and 5, you're going to first fill out the hypothetical table using the information, and then find the probability with the word or in it. So let's do 4 together is 0.38. The total for transmission fluid is going to be 0.38, but I'm going to have to multiply that times 1,000 because I'm working in a hypothetical 1,000 table. So I'm going to do 0.38 times 1,000 to get 380. The probability it will need the brake pads replaced is 0.28. Total for brake pads, that's going to be 280 when I multiply by the 1,000. And the probability it will need the brake pads replaced and the transmission fluid replaced is 0.11. So that's going to be the intersection between brake pads and transmission fluid, which is going to be 110. Okay, so now I can subtract to fill in the rest of the table. 380 minus 110 is 270. 280 minus 110, 170. 1,000 minus 380, 620. 620 minus 170, 450, and then 270 plus 450 is 720. Way, I'm good. Now to find the probability of transmission fluid or brake pads. Again, or is additive. It's a union between the two events. So I'm going to look at the total for transmission fluid, the total for brake pads, and add those two totals, 280 plus 380. And as you can see visually from the table, you'll then need to subtract the intersection of those two events, 110, because the 110 is counted in both the 280 and the 380. So you need to subtract the intersection of 110 to get 550. Then you'll take the 550 and you'll want to divide by the total in the table, which is 1,000. So write the probability up here. The probability of transmission or brake is going to be equal to 550 over 1,000. Alright, so now that you've seen a few examples of that, go ahead and try 5, and then check the answer key and make sure that you're good on 5. Thank you.